We do start with that breaking news.
We want to check in now with Steve Hegarty. He's from the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office. He's holding a press conference right now to update us on the situation. Okay, let's listen in.
Happening here in Tampa this morning.
Yeah, Steve Hegarty, PIO for the Tampa Police Department, Public Information Officer. At about 2:30 this morning, one of our officers ran a tag on a car. It came back as stolen. The officer alerted our helicopter, which then kept an eye on the suspects. The suspects came down this way. We're on Humphrey. It went west off of Dale Mabry down Humphrey, where it left the car near a First Korean Presbyterian church. Behind that church is a wooded area, which is very swampy. It's being described to me as being maybe chest high, at least waist high, deep with water. They went in with a canine, with one of our dogs. There were 4 suspects. 2 of the suspects have been arrested. One of them tried to drown the canine. The officer shot that suspect. That suspect has been taken to the hospital. We have one more suspect that we believe is in the woods. We believe we have him contained.
Can you tell us anything about the resources that are being used to find this person?
Yeah, at this point we have police officers surrounding this wooded area. We have them on the north side and here on Humphrey by the south side. We also have a helicopter in the air. And they're keeping an eye on the suspect. The suspect is not coming out at this point, so we're just keeping the area surrounded.
Steve, can you talk about the original traffic stop where it initiated and the reason for the stop?
Yeah, the traffic stop, I'm not sure exactly where it was, but it was near the downtown area, so it was several miles away from here. As I said, rather than chasing the car, which we are reluctant to do, we notified the helicopter. The helicopter kept an eye on that car, noticed where it stopped, and then we pursued after that.
At any point, have these suspects gone through any neighborhoods or houses? Have residents been made aware of the search?
I'm not sure exactly what route they took to get here. And at this point, we are telling people who live in the area that is west of Dale Mabry along Humphrey. We believe we have the suspect contained in a wooded area. We're keeping an eye on the suspect, but I would be very, very careful. Obviously, the suspect is dangerous.
Steve, the reported shots fired, was the shots fired coming from the officer, or was there shots fired from the suspects?
I know that there were shots fired by the officer. I don't know if there were any shots fired by the suspects. I'm not aware if there being any shots fired at the officers now.
At this point this morning, do you have any idea how many people are a part of this search? I mean, we're seeing cars in every direction.
Yeah, I would have to estimate how many people are involved. I mean, just eyeballing it, we got at least 50 officers there, but that's on the south side of the wooded area. On the north side, we have more officers, so we've got quite a few dozens of officers working on this right now.
Suspects were armed and the nature of why the officer had to open fire?
I don't know. I don't know if they're armed until we get them all in custody. As I described earlier, an officer went into this swampy area, and the suspect attempted to drown the canine and also scuffled with the officer. The officer then shot the suspect. Suspect has been taken to the hospital.
And how's that dog? Did he have to be checked out?
I don't know. I don't know the answer to that question yet. We'll find out. Anything else?
Or was the suspect injured?
I beg your pardon. Well, the suspect that was shot was taken to the hospital. Yes.
Do you know his condition?
I do not. No, we'll check on that shortly.
But he's alive?
He was taken to the hospital alive. Yes, he was taken to the hospital.
So aviation, just to make it clear, aviation does have eyes on the suspect now?
Yeah, they followed him into the they followed him down here, then they followed him into the wooded, swampy area. At this point, it's been described to me that he's just not complying. He's just not coming out of the woods. But as you can hear, we've got a helicopter in the air that's keeping an eye on everything.
How long are you willing to wait for him?
Well, that's a good question because, it's still very early. We're out here, but pretty soon, I mean, kids will be going to school and people will be getting up to go to work, and we'll have some updates, hopefully before all that happens. So I'm not sure exactly what happens next, but we've got him surrounded, and we're trying to avoid a tragedy. We're trying to get him to come out.
Any schools in the area you'd be concerned about as far as students getting there?
Well, as time goes on, we're going to be very concerned that people are going to be getting up to go to work and getting ready to go to school. So we'll have an update, and we hope that you'll help us get the word out.
At this point, do you know exactly who this person is? Name and background?
I do not know that. Yeah.
Did you let folks who are in this neighborhood, did you go door to door and let them know what's going on?
We have not done that at this point now. right now we're hoping to get the suspect apprehended, and it'll all be over with very soon. I hope to report that to you. But right now it's a waiting game.
And at this point, no one else was injured except for one person shot.
I didn't say that. I don't know that because the officer obviously scuffled with the suspect, and we also have officers that were going into a swampy area. So I don't know what the total is in terms of injuries, but I know that one of the suspects has been shot and taken to the hospital. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.